Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have been meaning to do this video for a long time. Many of you have requested it, but I'm now just getting around to doing it. I'm sorry. Also, I kind of wanted to get some more time with the machine to be able to actually make, good points on it, because I can't really tell you the cons and the pros of it if I really hadn't had that much time with the machine. But officially it's been now 4 months since I had the machine, and I have been using it constantly, so I'm pretty confident in my points that I will be making today. But enough of that talk, so let's get into it. So I have a little list here on my computer that I'm reading off of. And it's not too long, so I'm not trying to make this a super long video. So I'm gonna start out with the pros for this machine. So starting out, the main thing was you can make your own prints. And this machine not only makes prints on, sheets of paper, but it also can make prints on directly on, bottles, glass, wood pieces, whatever you can think of, except for, any kind of, apparel, canvas, stuff like that. No, it doesn't, mainly because of the ink that I'm using. I'm using the UV ink, which it's not suitable for apparel. So this machine though, if I would have set it up with just DTF ink, I could have just then work on like printing directly on t-shirts, which would have been cool. I didn't know that during the time when I bought the printer, but I know that now. So currently though, it has UV ink, and I'm just, my main customers and my main business is cups and things like that, keychains, small things like that. So I'm using it for what my business is. So for me, it's working. Another pro is going to be, for me, it's really not like a huge, industrial size printer, which it's great. It's bigger than a normal printer, of course. But as you can see, this is not too bad. Excuse my whole setup. I need to clean. Oh, it's really not a bad printer size wise. You need the space for it though. That is the truth. Another pro is this right here. This is my white ink. And as you can see, this has this little mixer in here. So it automatically mixes the white ink so you don't have any clogging. You could have clogging with the ink that's already in here. That's why they ask you to you have to like do a print every day so that you avoid clogging. But you don't have to worry about it getting clogged in here like the other machines, because it has this mixer that keeps on mixing the white ink constantly. Another pro to this is the deep cleaning option, which I love. If I go away for too long, a couple of days, we can get away 3-4 days, and I'm not going to leave this on. So when I come back, I can do a deep cleaning option. So I just click these 2 buttons, press them, hold them, and as you can see there, it starts to clean the machine. It'll clean out the lines, and it will shoot out all the ink that's in this lines out to this disposable part here. That's where all the ink goes whenever it does its cleaning. Another pro is the program. It comes with their program, this one right here, DTG RIP. Now, I will have to say, the program is probably a bootleg because you need this USB for the program. But you know what? The program is like $500 or something like that. So when this stops working eventually, because I figured it eventually will stop working, then I'll go ahead and invest in the actual program. But for now, it's working and I get to test it out. I get to understand it and, just kind of know what to do and what not to do. But my whole pro for this is that, you get the program for free and it's not hard to understand after you actually make the time to go through it. There are very limited videos online, but there are videos on YouTube and they teach you what each one of these things mean, what to do, what to put in the settings, and just things like that. So you just kind of have to put the time to understand it and to learn it, and then it's not so hard. And of course we have to talk about the price. That is the biggest pro for this. This printer was, can't remember exactly, like $1,800 and something dollars. And that was including this, which is the laminator. So I got all of this, plus it came with extra parts, all the tools necessary to print on cups and things like that. And this is what I mean by necessary tools. Of course, that's my extra ink. This is extra lines it came with and bottles for ink in case I needed them. This one right here is to print on mugs. This one's right here is to print on pens if I wanted to print pens, like logos and stuff on pens. And of course, this one is to print on actual longer cups. But all of this included for that $1,800, and of course it ended up being around $2,400, 23 something, because shipping, which came in a big container, which I'll attach a picture here, but you can also see it in my first video. But for all of that, that was a very good price. But yeah, so I mean, you can't really beat that price, mainly because I've seen other companies that sell this same printer and they're usually going for like $5,200, $5,400, like crazy amount of money, and it doesn't even include the laminator. So I don't even know if it includes the extra parts, but it's a lot of money. So I got to cut the middleman and just get a great discount. Obviously, you do worry about the whole part about, how you're going to get help if something breaks, if something this or something that. But the company I bought it from in Alibaba in China, they actually set me up in WeChat with their tech support. The only bad thing is that you have to translate, but the app translates automatically for you also. So I tell them what's wrong. They send back a bunch of do this, do this, do this to see, to fix it. And most of the times when I had a problem, it's fixed, that same day with one other method. So I really haven't had any major issues with it besides, not just things that I've done because I didn't understand the printer. But there's not a lot of info out there on this printer, so I wish there was more, and I would have been more prepared, but I kind of took a gamble. But right now, you know what, I'm loving it. So I like how how it is. I like how it's helping my business, and it's not difficult. So my husband, he's also a mechanic. Well, he deals with like major components in the base, like for the military. But anyways, he said if anything goes wrong with it, he'll fix it. So I also have that kind of helping me. So some people might not have that help. So but so far it's been great. I haven't had any issues with it. So those have been my pros. Now let's talk about the cons, because we all want to know what's wrong with it, what's gonna happen. What were my issues? My first one would be, it came in such a large crate. It was so hard to open that crate. It was ridiculous. And then I guess it's just on me because I have stairs and more stairs in my house, that for us to lift that crate all the way up here was a lot. That was one of my cons. I don't know if your house, it might be a con for you, but for me it was. The second con was the setup. They sent me this like USB that had videos on how to set it up, but not really. It had like 4 videos. We had to kind of figure it out. I mean, the little videos did help, but we had to figure it out. It's, if you're not familiar with stuff like this, it could be a little bit hard. But I mean, my husband set it up in all honesty, so he was like, didn't give you more information? I was like, no, this is all they gave me. So he eventually figured it out. So I can't tell you on that part, but based on his reaction, he was like, no, they should have given you more information on how to set this up. So that might be a con for you guys too. Okay, con number 2, maintenance. And maintenance, I broke it down in like 3 parts. So, print every day. You have to make a print every day. You have to make a print every day. Like, I print, they sent me this thing you have to print every day, which is like different colors that come out, the white, the varnish, you know, yellow, whatever, so that lines don't get clogged. Like I said, if I'm in Japan, so I am trying to travel and see all of Japan if I can. So I'm gone usually some weekends. I'm sorry, I'm holding my camera because I don't know where my tripod is, but sometimes I've gone 3-4 day weekends, and there was a time where I didn't have it on for like a week. Yeah, so I had to flush the lines. That wasn't too bad actually after I saw a few videos on how to do it. So, but I mean, I'm putting it under a con because it's extra work you don't want to do. Another thing is what it needs. You know, like you can't have it in a space that has too much light because it's UV ink. So you got to understand that. Another thing is that you have to have some kind of air purifier running, and when you have it on, I usually open that back window where the blue curtains are. I open up the window so that, you know, the UV ink smell goes out, and then I have my purifier running like on high so that that smell doesn't, you know, create any issues for me later on. Also, somebody told me in the comments, you know, don't be looking at the light. I'm like, I just did it for my videos a few times, but I did get some glasses for like protection from UV light, so you can do that too. I try not to have my toddler in here at all when I'm printing, so because, you know, toddlers, they love to look, the lights are pretty, you know, they want to look at the lights, so you have to just think about all of that stuff. Also, it says it has to be in a room between temperatures of 60 to 80 degrees, so you have to make sure you keep it, you know, good, not too hot, not too cold, so that the ink, you know, is good, so that it doesn't come out crappy prints pretty much. And also I've been reading, and it says that you should have a humidifier by it, but I still not 100%, you know, understand that. So if anybody knows more about it, let me know in the comments, because I've been reading about that humidifier thing, and I do have one in my other room, so I was thinking about bringing it in here, but I still haven't set that up. But there you go. A lot of maintenance, a lot of think abouts on that part. So I also put in here under my cons tech support, mainly because some people find it, you know, can find it annoying to have to be translating, you know, that language barrier. But, you know, for me, not really, because I live overseas now for 7 years. I was in Korea for 4 years, and now I'm just used to translating everything. I use Papago, not translate everything. So it's I translated like 20 pages of documents before, so a couple texts is nothing for me now. So to me, it's not a problem, but to others, it might be. Another con would be figuring out how to line up your items. Oh my God, that was the worst for me. And I still don't think I have 100% on that, to tell you the truth. I wasted so many cups. Oh my God. So when you print on a cup, directly on a cup, it doesn't come off. I left the cup in my sink with that gooby gone. Like, I just, like, I put it in a bucket and I put a bunch of gooby gone and I put that thing in there. And I swear I left it for like 2 days. When I took it out and I rinsed it, wiped it, that thing was still on real good. That was a wine bottle that I was trying to make for Mother's Day. I printed out a picture and the picture came out too dark. I didn't realize I had to like make the picture lighter so it come out better. You know, mistakes we make. But also, let me show you the lineup thing that I'm talking about. So this is my test cup because it's already like I printed so much stuff on it. But this is printed directly on the cup and it's hardcore. But this was the cup that I used to actually line up my put different like marks on my flatbed so that I can know where to put my cups, because I wasn't understanding. The videos was not making sense to me. I mean, they gave me some videos because I contacted tech support and I was like, how do you all line up these cups, because I don't understand. And they sent me some videos and that did kind of help, so that was a good thing. But still, it's hard. And you know how you always say, you don't, oh, why the hell am I gonna need math, you know, X and Y axis for, when would I ever use this crap? You know, now I'm regretting it, not paying attention in school, because now I need to know. I was like, well, Y axis, X axis, the hell is that? Anyways, so well, now I know. But yeah, so I mean, I love printing directly on the cups because it's so much, like, it's better. It's so better. It doesn't scratch off. It doesn't come off. You don't have to worry. I think you can put this in the dishwasher. If the goo be gone didn't take it off, I swear to God, you can put it in the dishwasher. But I had to test that. But I don't have a dishwasher because I live in Japan. So, and I live outside the base. And we don't get dishwashers. I haven't had a dishwasher for like 5 years. I miss dishwashers. But anyways, I'm gonna take one of these cups to America when I go visit one day, and I'm gonna test it on the dishwasher and I'll let you guys know. But anyways, getting back to the subject, so I had put the program, of course, under pros because it's easy to understand and all of that. But I also put it under cons because of, you know, that whole, if it is a bootleg, and, you know, they don't tell you it's a bootleg, but it is a bootleg. And when it goes out, it goes out. Because one of my subscribers told me that he also has one. And after a year, I guess his computer didn't update. And then the program didn't work anymore for him. So I am trying to avoid doing upgrades on that computer. Plus, that was another thing too. The program only works on PC computers. It doesn't work on Macs. So I had to use my husband's old PC computer to run this program, and to just have it next to the printer, and that way I can print things. But I'm just trying to avoid doing any kind of updates on that computer. And then, you know, one day when I'm ready to buy the actual program, then I'll just buy the program. That's the easy solution, but it is $500, so that's a big investment. So, but you can't run the printer without the program, so that's definitely a con if it goes out on you. So that was another con. And see here now, my last con on this is going to be not exactly on the printer, but on the materials you use for this printer, like the ink and the paper. Not all paper is created equal, I found out, with a lot of regret, a lot of sadness. It was so much struggle. They sent me free paper, of course, with the printer included. It was a lot of paper, but it was like the cheapest one, I think. Even though she told me, and she swore, because I sent her so many videos, the lady that helped me, that, you know, how it has so much glue, so much extra glue, it just kept sticking and it didn't come out great. I'm gonna show you guys. See this? Look at all this. Look at all of this stickiness. Look at all this crap. All of this extra glue around the design. I mean, how is that ever going to look good? And it's still on here. This has been like, I did this because I was showing them what was wrong. And I did a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4 different times I tested it out. And yeah, different settings, because you can see some are like lighter than others, because we were testing out the settings to make sure it wasn't the settings that I had. But yeah, it ended up being the paper. So in the end, I ended up just getting tired of that, because I had customers that were asking me for prints and I was selling them, and I was like, I don't need customers thinking that, you know, I'm giving them a bad product and it's just stupid paper. So I just ended up buying new paper from someplace else. And, you know, when it came, I tested the paper and it was perfect. It was fine. My settings were right. Same settings that I've been using, you know, always. But then it worked just fine. So, yeah. This one I realized not all papers are created equal. And you definitely gotta make sure that you don't get frustrated. Test the paper. Make sure that, you know, if there's something wrong, let them know. And, you know, they said they gave me a credit and they're going to look into it and all of that, but we'll see. We'll see. The new paper wasn't that much. It cost me about, because I bought like a pack in, it was about $100 for 2 rolls, 2 huge rolls. And this is the one I'm talking about. This big ass roll right here. This one and this roll for the lamination. So the set came out to $100 including shipping. But yeah, so the new paper I also bought from Alibaba. I buy most of my stuff from Alibaba because in the end, I'm sorry, but most of these US companies are buying their stuff from China and then selling it to you. So it's the same thing. Plus, anyways, US and then shipping to Japan, that's a lot of money. So I'd rather buy it right here in China and then just ship it. They ship it down here to Japan and it's so much cheaper. So it's better for me. But I mean, that is what I have so far. I can do another update videos on pros and cons, and you know, I'll give it another couple months to see if anything else comes up. But so far that's what I've experienced with this printer, and you know how everything's been going on. But I'm enjoying it. I'm printing out so much cool things, so many designs, some of my designs that, you know, I haven't seen printed out, and I have been just enjoying the process. I have customers that are reaching out because of my YouTube video or because of my posts on my Instagram, with their own designs that they want to print, which is what I mainly want to kind of, you know, start doing, just getting people's visions, their designs printed out. So a lot of people here in Japan actually too. So I'm like, oh, I got a base customers here in Japan. That's cool. Mainly, usually I sell to US. But So that's been interesting. So I'm just experimenting still and enjoying it. But if you and thank you again to all of you that commented and gave me tips and concerns and everything. I took all of your tips, I took all of your concerns, and I implemented different things to make it safer, um and to help me just work the machine better. So thank you again, everybody, for your comments and your support. Please remember to subscribe, and just let me know in the comments if you have any other questions, and if I missed anything. I think I got everything, but I'm sorry for this video being so late. I'm just it's just crazy with my toddler and the business and me living overseas. It's yeah, it's a mess sometimes, but I am going to try to post more often. So if you have any questions, again, let me know, and thank you again. Bye.